Hello friends, welcome to the Trading Temple channel. Today we're going to talk about the XRP coin and also take a look at the total market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, as well as check out the XRP dominance chart. The chart you're seeing is the XRP chart. As you can see today, the price has gone up by about 1%, and many people had questions about the XRP chart. The XRP chart, after that liquidity event that happened 2 weeks ago on Friday, lost a very important support level. We had talked about this support level and also mentioned this trend line, saying that if it can break this trend line in this area and move upward, there's a possibility that XRP could even go up to $4.50. But unfortunately, this trend line blocked the price of XRP and XRP got rejected like this. It also lost this support level and the price dropped sharply and went down a lot. What was interesting was that XRP managed to hold in this area. This is the last support level it has, which is very important and is close to $2. It held here and the price bounced back above it. And now, with the price that XRP has formed, it has gradually moved up and filled the gap that was here. Now it's nicely back testing this resistance, testing it to see whether it will get rejected here or if it can break through. XRP is in a very sensitive situation right now. This area is a very heavy zone, one of the heaviest I've ever seen in crypto, where the likelihood of rejection is very high. The reason is that besides having a very strong resistance here, there's also this trend line in this area and it has filled this gap in this section. On the daily time frame, we can clearly see that both the 50-day and 100-day moving averages are also in this area. For now, what's good for XRP investors is that XRP has managed to close above the 200-day moving average, and now for 3 days, the candles have been closing above the 200-day moving average, which is very good. But there's a chance that the price could make another push upward, test this area, and then suddenly drop back down. What's important for XRP is that if the price goes up and tests this trend line, usually it comes back to backtest this area and test this part as a support level. This area needs to hold. If this area holds, then in the next move, there's a chance it could break this trend line and move higher. When this trend line is broken and this area is maintained as a support level and this moving average is also broken, that would be very bullish. And there's a possibility that XRP could even go up to $4.50 and break its all-time highs. This price action is very important, and it's also crucial that this level is broken. Right now, we're in a very sensitive area. Most likely, many traders are opening short positions here to short XRP because the risk to reward ratio is very attractive. Because if they short here, there's a high probability that XRP will drop further. With the confluences present in this area, it's a very strong resistance. There's a chance that if Bitcoin also falls, XRP's price could return to around $2 and at a minimum drop by 26% since there's quite a distance to the next support level. We have to see what happens in the next few days. For now, the good thing in the market is that Bitcoin has gone back above $112,000. We had talked about this Bitcoin price, and it's very good that for now it has come back. There's a possibility that if Ethereum can break its all-time highs, XRP might also break these levels and continue its upward path as well. For now, nothing is certain. It also hasn't formed any very bearish candles. For now, we have to see what happens in the next few days. If under these conditions it forms candles like a shooting star or an engulfing candle in this area on the daily time frame, that would be very bad. On the weekly time frame, we can also see that it has been very good. On the weekly time frame, last week's candle closed above the 57-period moving average, but it's still below this resistance. It needs to break this resistance and move upward. All right, that was the XRP chart. Let's also take a look at the total market cap chart excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum, which mostly revolves around XRP and Solana. As you can see, it managed to bring the price back above this resistance. After all the attempts it made, you can see here that the price tried to go above this resistance but couldn't and got rejected once, but for now it's come back up. What's important here is that during this pullback, which has happened so far to almost fill this gap here on the 4-hour time frame, this support level needs to hold. This support level is very important for XRP because if this support level is lost, that is, if the price drops and loses this support, there's a high chance that the total market cap will move lower. So it's better for this support level to hold. At a minimum, it needs to hold here, and then in the next move, it can go up and fill these levels that are here. But if it moves up in this direction, XRP can also go above that resistance we just talked about. XRP's performance has been much better than other coins. Some coins haven't even been able to fill the gap they created after that liquidation yet. XRP has really performed well and has shown that for now it's been a leader in the market. We have to see whether it can break through the resistance or not. Let's also take a look at XRP's dominance. Nearly 4% of the market is controlled by XRP. You can see that XRP's dominance also dropped nicely after the liquidation that happened, and it closed the gaps that were here, and the price was able to return above this support level on the same day. It managed to close the candle above this crucial support level in a very noteworthy and truly impressive way, and as long as it holds this support level, XRP's dominance is very bullish. If it can break this resistance here, most likely there will be nothing stopping the price, and it could take over up to 12% of the entire crypto market and reach the last resistance, which is a very significant move that could push XRP up to $8. That's why it's very important for the XRP dominance chart to hold this level. If this level is lost, XRP is really done for, and most likely it could even drop below $2 because there will be nothing stopping it, and it will probably fall down to these lower levels. That was today's video about XRP, and we also took a look at XRP dominance and the total market cap. I'd appreciate it if you like and subscribe, and don't forget that trading is never 100% certain. Everything is based on probability. And I'm not a financial advisor, and this is not financial advice. Until the next video, goodbye.